Hey loves, and welcome to Heart Love Messages. My name is Crystal. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. If you are already subscribed here, welcome back. So just a few announcements before we get into tonight's reading. Personal readings are still open and available. So if you feel called to book a personal reading with me, you can find all of that information in the description box below, as well as information on how to join us over on Patreon. Also, I will be starting a brand new channel in February. Thank you to everybody who's already subscribed to the new channel. But I've just been feeling this call from Spirit to tap into just deeper spiritually guided messages. Messages from Spirit to help you navigate your journey. Messages on life path, on destiny. Just really helping you to navigate your life. I've been getting so many downloads, and I've just been feeling this pull to create this space for a very, very long time, and I finally did it. So you can go ahead and subscribe to the new channel. I will have the link in the description box below. So thank you to everyone who has already subscribed. I love you all so much. Thank you for your continued support. I will officially begin posting content over there in February. But I'm still going to be posting here. I just want to have separate places for the energies because this will be totally different energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. I have a no contact message from your person. So I will be pulling from this deck here just to see how your person is currently feeling, how they are currently viewing you and or your connection, as well as any other important messages that they may have for you at this time. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get a very clear and concise message directly from their heart space. Okay, so the first message that we have here is, I can't shake this feeling. And there's a very intense energy coming through with this card here. I'm picking up on a divine feminine that has a very high spiritual rank. So much so that when things seem to be off track in some way in your life, you don't really have to do much because God always moves on your behalf. And the way this energy is coming through, there's a masculine that you were connected to that's having a very spiritual or even supernatural experience at this time, which for them could be a little bit off-putting because honestly, their energy is not coming through as the spiritual type. So they may not even be aware of the signs and the synchronicities or anything of that nature. But the way that God is getting their attention is by way of their thought process. This is someone that cannot stop thinking about you at this time, but it's the way that it's happening that has them stuck. It's very constant and it's very repetitive. So with this card here, no matter how much they try to shake this, your energy continues to show up for them in a very unexpected way. And it's making them question themselves. And what's so interesting about this energy is that even though this is about you, Divine Feminine, it's also deeper than you. Because it's almost as if there's something that God wants them to see about you or about this connection that they have been avoiding. But the timing of this is significant as well because this is happening in real time. So this could have been a connection that for a long time it was very quiet for this masculine, but now all of a sudden it's very loud. And all of this is happening internally for them. So from the outside looking in, it could be really hard to tell what they're going through, but it's very weird. Okay, I keep getting weird. So I'm not sure what transpired in this connection, but whatever it was may have been a huge misunderstanding in some way. Because the way this energy is coming through, it feels like a higher power is stepping in to shift the energy or to plant a seed inside of this masculine. And whatever's happening behind the scenes seems to be working because now it's affecting their emotional body. And they cannot seem to stop thinking about you. And it could be happening at the most unexpected or even the most inappropriate times. So I can imagine that this masculine feels completely powerless when it comes to your energy, almost as if their attention is being pulled to you in just a really, really forceful kind of way. And all of this is happening on your behalf. So you may not even know that this is what this person is going through, but you are at the center of this divine feminine. And what's being highlighted here is the sudden shift in energy, a connection that went from being quiet or very stagnant to just really, really active energetically. Let's get the next message here. Okay, so the next message that we have is, I owe you an apology. Wow. Okay, so whatever this person is being shown about you has them feeling very, very apologetic all of a sudden. But the way their energy is coming through, this is not normal for them. So this is why your higher power or your spiritual team had to step in, because there is heavy resistance with this card here. Divine Feminine, you are connected to a masculine that is very, very tough. And this is tapping into their emotional energy. So this is someone who is not easy to get close to at all. This is also someone who doesn't fall in love easily. They are very slow and they are very intentional. So this could have been their approach with you. But what's sticking out here is the way that their energy translates in your connection. A lot of the decisions that this masculine makes can come across as harsh, because once they have their mind made up, this is the type of person that rarely goes back to take a second look. And this is where the problem comes in. So when your connection began to phase out, this person had a deep feeling that your connection was not supposed to end that way, but they held back. And I'm getting that this is the way that they usually show up or respond in similar situations. But with you, this never really sat right with them. But because they're so rigid when it comes to their emotional expression, this person really sat back and allowed so much time to creep in. And now you're at this place where they're experiencing all of these weird or supernatural experiences in order to get their attention. Because otherwise, this is the type of masculine energy that will act like they are completely unfazed by anything that's going on in this connection or even by your energy, even though they're having a totally different experience on the inside. So this is the reason why your connection is where it is. This is about the way that this person responds to feminine energy in general, not just you, Divine Feminine. But what's sticking out about you at this time is that you are the exception, because you're the only person whose energy has made them reconsider or even take a look at their actions. And they have no idea that there's some kind of spiritual interference happening with this. They just have this sudden rush of emotions as it pertains to you. And no matter what they do or what they try to do, it just will not go away. So I don't know what happened with you and this person, but to them, it suddenly feels like your connection is not going as planned anymore. And normally this masculine would respond to something like this in a completely different way. Maybe they would ignore it, they would not turn around, they would not look back, they would just charge it to the game. But when it comes to you, they feel very apologetic. I'm also getting something about their access. So because of this spiritual interference, this person has very little access to you right now. So it's almost as if this is their view of you or their view of your connection from the outside looking in. Yeah, so even though they're being shown all of these things about you and about your connection, their access to you is still restricted in a major way. They may even want to come towards you with this emotional offering, with this apology, but the timing of this is being affected. And honestly, it feels like this is happening on purpose. So things are about to get very interesting in this connection, because this masculine is currently being guided behind the scenes. And this is making them want to come towards you because it's something that they feel like they have to do. They may not even know why they feel this strong pull towards you at this time, but there is a higher power involved. And the way this energy is coming through, It's almost as if this is something that has to happen in order to shift the energy in your favor, Divine Feminine. So maybe this is something that you're subconsciously calling in with this person, but you haven't said this to them. You haven't spoken to them about this, but all of this is happening energetically. And because of how powerful you are, or how powerful your spiritual rank is, there are higher forces literally moving on your behalf at this time and influencing this masculine's actions and thoughts when it comes to you. Okay? Let's get the next message here. Wow. The next message that we have is you have Empress energy. So this is your energy coming through very, very clearly and very, very strongly with this card here, Divine Feminine. And I just got very clearly, some people are irreplaceable. Wow. This masculine is at this place where they're realizing that you can't just go out and fill the space of every single person. And the most painful part about that is the actual process. It's in actually finding this out through trial and error. So your masculine spent a great deal of time, maybe even lying to themselves during the process, because they so badly wanted to believe that they can just move on without feeling the weight of your loss. But some people make you feel every single emotion, whether you want to or not, and whether you're ready to or not. This is the energy that I'm picking up on. A Divine Feminine who has literally cracked this masculine's heart space completely open. And it's because of this card right here. Anytime this card comes out, I know that we're dealing with a feminine energy who embodies all the qualities of the Divine Feminine. And at this time, this is how this masculine truly views you. They see you as someone that's nurturing, someone that's loving, someone that's supportive. But what they don't see is that being the Empress comes with a cost. You don't get to that level of embodiment without going through challenges. So just as much as you are light, you have also seen massive amounts of darkness. But because you don't look like what you've been through, this masculine underestimated your ability to be with them. But this is not only about this masculine. So many people may make these assumptions about you. And honestly, it feels like this masculine did the same thing. They fell into that same trap. So what's interesting about this energy is that this is something about you that you could not have shown them. There's not even words that you can say or that would describe you being this Empress energy or you embodying this type of energy. Because some things have to come into their awareness at the right time and in the right way. And this is why this information about you is being shown to them by God. Because it's almost as if you couldn't have even explained this, okay? So if you're resonating with this message, there's a very heavy emphasis on your past energy, on something very, very heavy that you're carrying, but you don't look like it at all. And because this is not something that you lead with, people oftentimes think that they can put you in a box. And maybe this masculine could be guilty of that as well, but you were created this way for a reason, Divine Feminine. I'm also getting healer very, very clearly. So you may identify in this way, or you just may have a very healing energy about you. And this person could feel this every time they were in your company. So much so that you may have picked up on something that they did not want you to see. But it's almost as if this information about you is coming to them at this very moment for a reason. And it feels like that reason is what's unfolding for them behind the scenes. So whether you know it or not, this is how you're being viewed by this masculine. They see you as the Empress, which means that you are fully embodying your feminine essence in totality. So not only are you light feminine energy, but you are also dark feminine energy. So just as much as you can be nurturing and supportive, you can also be assertive and match their energy as well. And this is something that this masculine is not used to. They may be used to feminine energy fitting into a very small category, but I'm getting that your energy, if you're resonating with this message, is way too big for that. And this is why they feel like they owe you an apology. Because maybe they didn't understand why you were showing up in your connection in a certain way. But now they know that it's because this is your true identity. You have Empress energy, and it makes you stand out. It also makes you irreplaceable, because it's like God created you with all of the qualities that this masculine is looking for in one. So this could be shocking or a little bit off-putting for them as well, because they've never experienced a feminine who was everything. Maybe they would find bits and pieces of this energy here and there, but to find it in one person can be a bit intense if that's not something that you're used to. So this person could have also thought that you were too good to be true. So Divine Feminine, you're connected to a very, very interesting masculine energy. They come off very, very tough externally, very, very rigid. It's almost as if they came into this connection wanting to assume a certain level of control or wanting your connection to unfold in a certain way. And because of that, it's almost as if they literally talk themselves out of exactly what they wanted. And this is what God is trying to show them right now. And I don't think this will be happening if this was not your person, and if they were not supposed to be a part of your story in a significant way. Because like their energy was coming through in the beginning, this is someone that does not double back, okay? Once something is over, once something is done and it's complete, they completely wipe their hands. But when it comes to your energy, they're realizing that everybody is not replaceable. And it doesn't matter how much you try to fill that space, nothing can really top the Empress energy, because God literally created you with all facets of the feminine inside of you, okay? Wow. Let's get the next message here. Okay, so the next message that we have is spiritual preparation. Oh, wow. I just got healers need protectors very, very clearly. Divine Feminine, you may not be aware of this, but there's a process that this masculine energy has to go through before they can be with you on a serious level. So this is why they're being guided behind the scenes, because there's a certain version of them that you need, and it's their ability to protect you. I'm also being drawn to this energy of divine balance. And this is unlike any other connection that they've been in, because they've never been with someone like you. Like, that is coming through very, very clearly with this message. This masculine has never been with someone who is here and walking in their purpose in this lifetime. So if you're resonating with this message, you already know that you're not only here to raise the vibration on the planet, but because of your spiritual rank, you also raise the vibration of the people that you come in contact with. And because this is someone that you have an energetic bond with, they're no exception. So this interference from the divine is really just an invitation for this masculine to step into their divine role as your protector. Because in order for this connection to continue, this is something that has to happen. The energy is very cut and dry. This is non-negotiable. So something very powerful could be taking place in this connection in the near future. And it feels like something that you and this masculine need to be equally prepared for. And when it comes to your energy, Divine Feminine, this is not something that you want, okay? It's something that you absolutely need, because you're literally living in between worlds. So your life may look ordinary, but this masculine has no idea what you actually go through on a daily basis while you are in tune with not only the spiritual realm, but also the physical realm. And it's imperative for you to be in the company of a masculine who respects you and also respects your spiritual rank. So whoever you are, you're the type of feminine energy that a masculine has to prepare for, because you're not like what they're used to. You are actually a healer. Okay, that's coming through very clearly. So you may work in the spiritual field. You may have your own unique way of healing the people in your life. But I'm getting that all of this started with you, okay? So you may have a very heavy background or a very heavy past. I mean, something that was really, really karmic. And this could be tied to your family for some of you. For others of you, this could just come from external energy that you've come in contact with. But it has not only led you down your path, but it's also the reason why you are on this twin flame journey to begin with. This is all about you learning how to balance your own energy and then serving the world or the people in your world in your own unique way. So this is a connection that is way deeper than romance. You and this person are here to serve a higher purpose. And this masculine may not have been aware of that, but they are definitely being awakened to this fact. Okay? Let's get the next message here. Okay, so the next message that we have is, I don't know why I want you. If your person could be 100% honest with you, they've never stopped feeling this pull towards you. They've always felt as if something was missing. And if they were to put this into words, they would describe it in this way, that they don't know why they want you. But it's because you both are very similar, whether you know it or not. And when there's a connection that is here to serve a purpose around healing, you will trigger one another very, very often and in a very powerful way until you face the traumas of your past. Because you have to heal yourself first before you can fully step into your mission together. So this connection is one that is very, very spiritual. And honestly, it feels like this masculine has tried to walk away from this because of what it requires. Maybe you have too, Divine Feminine. But the way this energy is coming through, there is a higher power over this connection. And all of your times of being in separation, being reconnected, being in union, are all intentional. But it may feel restrictive to you because of the way we measure time in the 3D. So with this card here, I don't know why I want you. This masculine can't shake the feeling that there's a much deeper reason why you're on their mind at this time. And it's because you are more than a lover. You are tied to their destiny in a major way. And no matter how much they try to fight this, there's this innate feeling to protect you because that is their job. As the masculine, they're here to guide you in the physical, and you're here to guide them in the spiritual. That's your divine balance. And although they want to be back in your energy, there are certain requirements for that. And this is one of them. Or this is the one that's being highlighted or shown to them at this time. Because you are living in your purpose, Divine Feminine, at this stage of your journey as a healer, you absolutely need a protector. And whether you know it or not, God is moving on your behalf to prepare this masculine before they come back into your energy. So honestly, it does feel like you and this person are about to embark on some kind of journey together. Something that could also include romance, but honestly, this feels much deeper than that. It feels like it requires both of you to be fully aware of not only what's going on in the spiritual realm, but also in the physical realm. So you have to work together in a way that you haven't before in the past, and in a way where you both understand that this is bigger than the both of you. So there's this teammate energy that I feel with this reading. So you may be surprised to know that you and this masculine have a lot in common, Divine Feminine. You could have healed through some of the same wounds. You could have had very similar family history. Yes, something about this connection is very, very deep. And it feels like the both of you are about to unpack this together very, very soon. So things could definitely look one way on the exterior, but there's something major unfolding behind the scenes in this connection. Let's get the last message here. Okay, so the last message that we have is, this is harder than I thought. What's so interesting about this dynamic that you have with this person is that you would think that this would be an easy connection because of the sense of familiarity and because of the similarities that you both may have when it comes to your past or when it comes to certain things that you've had to deal with on your journey. But it's actually the complete opposite for this masculine. For this masculine, finding out all of this about you in this connection is actually terrifying for them because they know that they cannot play small anymore. They know that it requires the best version of them, and it requires them to elevate their mind, body, and soul in a way that they have to get prepared for. And they know that once they make this commitment to you, Divine Feminine, there's no going back. You have this effect on them for some reason, and it's because of your spiritual rank. It's like this masculine knows that they cannot play around in your energy because clearly there's heavy consequences for that. So this is like a moment of truth where they're acknowledging that while this connection is beautiful and powerful and spiritual, it's not a game, okay? It's a big deal. So whether you know it or not, Divine Feminine, you are helping them receive the one thing that they've always felt was out of touch, which is a feminine who matched their energy and who gives them a sense of purpose. So deep down, this is why this masculine cannot get you out of their system, because they are here to protect you. That is their purpose. And maybe they didn't know this in the past or initially upon coming in contact with you, but they know now. And it's something that they don't take lightly. So this definitely feels like a connection that split because you both were on two very different pages. Divine Feminine, you were on your healing journey, and this masculine may have been stalling when it comes to fully awakening and stepping into their purpose. But something is very significant about this year because I keep getting you two are going to do very powerful things together. And that requires a certain level of attention and dedication from your person, a level that maybe they were not ready to commit to in the past. But after coming into this information, they seem to have this deep desire to prove themselves, and not only to you, but to God as well. So whoever you are, your energy is speaking for itself. So much so that things are beginning to move on your behalf and you don't even have to do anything, okay? This is a very powerful feminine energy that I'm tapping into. And you require a masculine that matches you 100%. So with this card here, this is harder than I thought. This is your person's raw feelings about this connection with you. Your person is coming into the realization that you are not a feminine that is easy. Nothing about the way that you live your life gives off an easy energy. You are someone who's here to do very, very powerful things in your own way and in your own time. And your person is also realizing that this is not all about love. This is about ascending and evolving. And that's never really easy because it requires you to constantly change when you have new information. And I feel like this is giving you a closer look at how this masculine just had to shift their entire mindset after getting new information about you. So if you're wondering what's coming next in your connection, you and this person are about to embark on a new journey. And this could be something that you've never done before, but it feels exciting. It also feels like something that's going to continue to unfold over the course of this year because there seems to be a sense of urgency with this energy as well. So like I mentioned earlier, this is a connection that is so much more than romance. You both are here to serve, okay? And that requires you to work together in some kind of form or fashion. But this can play out in many, many different ways, depending on where you and this masculine currently are on your personal journeys, and if you're actually ready to put in the necessary energy in order to move according to this higher plan. But things are about to get very, very interesting for your connection in the year 2025, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and end the reading here. If you resonated with this message, please be sure to hit the like button on your way out. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you are a member on Patreon, I will be heading over there to continue the reading. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.